I was wondering what happened to this movie. What's up and welcome back. I'm John Stark from MacTheMovieGuy.com, your favorite blind film critic, and today we're going to talk about A Little Prayer, which came out of the 2023 Sundance Film Festival. I know. And it's just stated for 2 years. So you would think hot garbage. The movie must be hot garbage, except it actually kind of got some attention back in the day, notably for David Strathairn's performance. And really, everybody's pretty good in this. It just it just didn't go anywhere. You know, Music Box ended up picking it up for release and sat on it to 2025. It's For Your Consideration campaign didn't even register with the Indie Spirit Awards, which just feels like an Indie Spirit play. Nope, nothing, nada. It's a great film. I like this movie a lot. It doesn't have audio description, but it's really just kind of like a character drama where you can pretty much follow. There are a couple of things where I was like, I love context, so I'm not going to completely absolve it of audio description and say it never needed it. Yeah, it definitely did, but it's just a really solid drama that's the themes are easy to sort of grapple with, and following David Strathairn on this journey is rewarding. Ultimately, I thought he was great. Of course, he's always great, but this is one of his more exceptional performances. Um, I think oftentimes we love to reward our flashy A-list actors, which is why they easily get in the conversation just for like farting. Like you hear that Timothy Chalamet or Emma Stone is in like a new movie, and immediately they get Oscar buzz. You don't even need anything else. You don't need to know anything else. They could be in just something that was hot garbage, and at the end of the year, and they would maintain Oscar buzz leading all the way up to it. So, um, meanwhile, somebody like David Strathairn, Celia Weston, who's in this, these character actors, we just take them for granted. And it's sad, like, because they're great actors and the work that they're doing is fantastic. So, Strathairn is the patriarch here. Celia Weston plays his wife. He works for this company. I think his son also works there. I think they work for the same company. His son's played by Will Poulin, who doesn't have a ton of screen time, but has some. His dad seems to be frustrated with him sometimes because he's always working, and so they end up spending more time with his wife, played by Jane Levy, and then he has a daughter that comes and stays with them for a little while, and she has a kid too, at a camp, is in this, and she's left her situation, and there's a lot of talk about like, oh God, is she gonna want money again? She always needs money, like, um, and she just kind of shows up out of the blue. But yeah, there's a little bit of mystery and intrigue in here, but it's not the kind of like dark, like murder mystery type stuff. It's just like questions that need answering that will lead David Strathairn on a path to sort of a realization about his son, and something that Jane Levy, his son, there's something that his son did that was a catalyst for something that Jane Levy did, and then he's going to end up having a conversation with Dasha Polanco at the end that is great for both of them. I thought for Dasha that it's a great conversation for her too. And that is the least spoilery way I can get through A Little Prayer. That is uh, the end. No, I mean, there's more to it, but it's so simple that if you start saying what the film is about, then it's like, oh, yeah, okay, I get where we're going here. And okay, so that's what happened with that. And it triggers that, which domino affects that and moves over here to this. And okay, so, um, he's great. He's great in this movie. It's a tough year for lead actor, but I wish his voice was in the conversation. I wish people were talking about David Strathairn for Little Prayer. It's really easy for us to write off character actors, which is why a lot of them go on to never get nominated. I saw a movie called Lily with Patricia Clarkson that is getting no conversation at all for her, because we're just so comfortable. It's like we got them their one nomination, and we're like, "Aren't you happy? We recognized you once." And it's like, okay, so you've recognized some character actors once, but like not all of them. There are more. Please expand. For example, Celia Weston. So, uh, it's a short movie too. It's like under 90 minutes. So you can breeze through this. It's just a compelling little family drama. It's very indie. It's tightly connected and directed. The themes are interesting, and to see how people react to them. I would give trigger warnings, but it would like spoil the whole fucking movie. So if you're really like super concerned because you have like 1,000 trigger warnings, then Google it. So the movie is just not that complicated, and once you say one thing, it begets the others. So, but I liked this. So, A Little Prayer, probably one of the most underrated movies of the year that you didn't know was happening. I had forgotten existed because it was getting awards buzz out of Sundance in 2023, 2 years ago. This made me think of, I watched this and I was like, what happened to Jessica Lange's Long Day's Journey into Night, which apparently premiered at the Dublin International Film Festival. It's the only place it ever went, and got picked up by Quiver. Oh god, what a way to kill Oscar chances for Jessica Lange. Just like, uh, I don't think these, like, what happened to trying? You know, what happened to trying to get these films Indie Spirit nominations? You know, anyway, or Gotham or whatever. Some of these organizations that are a little bit more focused on nominating smaller films and not bigger films. I wish Gotham had not, waved the red flag and been like, no, we nominate anything now. Um, but yeah, A Little Prayer. I'm gonna give it an 8.4 out of 10. I really did like this movie. It's not the best picture of the year, but I was compelled the whole time. I was compelled for an hour and a half. I thought David Strathairn was excellent in this. Jane Levy's really good. Dasha Polanco's really good. Celia Weston's really good. Anna Camp is pretty good in a role that feels very Anna Camp. That's all I can say about it. Feels very like, yeah, all right, I get it. And I don't know if it's the role or if it's that Anna Camp is just being Anna Camp. Like, I haven't decided, which is why I kind of like put her forth. I was like, I don't know. Is it that Anna Camp is just doing her thing, or does that role require her to do that thing? I think it's Anna Camp being Anna Camp, in a role that could have been played differently. But yeah, check it out. It's if it is anywhere, and I know it doesn't have audio description. So if you're blind and low vision, you're watching this, let's see if it floats to a streaming service you're already paying for, if you want to check it out. But it's really pretty simple once you get into the plot, once you realize what the movie is. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the other side.